Well, hi guys, Mark here. We're here again at Poole Moto here in the south of England, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new Royal Enfield Bullet 350. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Well, hi guys, Mark here, and really pleased today to be bringing you a review on the all-new Royal Enfield Bullet 350. So as always, we'll just take a look around this wonderful looking machine, go for a test ride through town, on some A roads, and then we'll finish off at the end for a final thoughts down at Poole Harbour today, just for a change. Many thanks again to Poole Moto for lending me this bike today. So just starting off with the price, this is the black gold version, and that comes in at £4,709. You can get the standard black, which is 4,629, or the maroon, which is 4,629. So it uses the same wonderful engine as in the classic Hunter and the Meteor, 349cc, single cylinder, air and oil cooled. It's a wonderful engine. It's got a lovely kind of soft thump to it. It's got lots of low end torque. It's not powerful, but again, as I said before, this engine isn't about power. This type of bike is just for cruising around, enjoying the countryside. 20 horsepower at 6,100 RPM. 27 newton meters of torque at 4,000 RPM. So it does essentially look pretty much like the classic, isn't it really, but a different seat on these. 805mm seat. I can confirm it's a very plush padded seat. I can get my feet down nicely to the floor. I've just put a cutscene in for you. I'm 5'7", 170 centimeters, and I weigh about 75 kilos, so just you can compare that for yourself. Weight is 195 kilos wet. Fuel tank is 13 litres. Enfield are quoting 2.6 litres for 100 kilometres, which is incredible. That's 108 miles per gallon UK, and I have ridden a lot of these bikes, the other models, and I can confirm that you can get that sort of miles per gallon out of them. They are super economical. So you're going to get a range of over 250 miles, which is superb. Tyres, we've got a 100 section on the front, a 120 on the rear, 19-inch front wheel and an 18-inch rear wheel, and these are running Seat tyres, which are an Indian make, which are very good all-round tyres. They perform well in the dry and the wet. 5-speed transmission on these. They've adopted the standard gear shifter on this, not the rocker heel and toe, which some have. So the Bullet first made its debut back in 1932, and it's the world's oldest motorcycle in continuous production, which is pretty amazing. Got a 300mm disc up front with a 2-piston sliding caliper, and the make is Bi-Bri, which means Bi-Brembo, and a single disc on the rear with a single piston caliper. So twin shocks at the rear there, providing really nice comfort. It's not a firm ride at the back, it's nice and plush and comfortable, and non-adjustable front forks. We have a little USB in there to power all your devices, which is convenient. A centre stand, which is excellent for doing maintenance and cleaning. Top speed is around about 70 miles an hour on these. Behind here you have your battery and all your relays, and on the other side here behind there is your air filter. Servicing on these, as with the others, very easy to service. They're not expensive to service. First service is at about 300 miles. They do recommend an interim service at about 3,000 miles. But the main oil change service, is quoted as being 6,000 miles. Personally, as I said before, I'd be changing the oil at about 3,000 or 4,000 miles on this. 3-year warranty on these. And as I said, they come in the this black gold, the standard black, and a maroon colour. But again, as with all the Enfield bikes, you know, they're very good value for money. They're simple bikes, there's no fancy electronics on them, but quite a lot of people prefer that these days. These tanks, I don't know if you know, but this stripe here is all hand painted. It's really nice. Let's just stand back and give you a nice view of that beauty. Alright guys, let's do the test ride. Okay, Bullet 350. Let's try this out. What a wonderful looking machine. So as I said earlier in the cutscene, it's quite a low seat height. I think it's 805mm, and I'm not that tall, 5'7", and then as you can see, my feet are fully down to the floor. So that's great if you're going to get one of these as a new rider. It's an A2 license compatible bike. You know, it's going to inspire good confidence for you. So it's super simple controls on these. It's pretty much the same as all the other Enfields. We've got a cable operated clutch with a moderate sort of pull on it. You've got your info button at the front there, got your high beam, low beam and pass, indicators and horn over this side, start and kill switch, and your hazards. That's about it really. Super simple. You can put your trip and navigator in there, I believe. So switch it on. All nice sort of, you know, classic styled analog display there with your warning lights. You've got a fuel gauge, clock and all your trip meters and odometer. So start her up, and straight away that lovely sounding single cylinder with that wonderful thump. Makes really nice kind of power pulses. It's a very smooth engine. It doesn't give any nasty vibrations. I've tried all of these Enfields now and they're really great bikes for the money. So smooth clutch, easily into first, and a very nice gentle pull away, which is excellent. Okay, out on the open road on the lovely Royal Enfield Bullet 350, just accelerating gently through that lovely mid-range with that wonderful torque. You know, every time I ride these 350 Enfields, it's just, every ride is just so enjoyable. You know, it's not fast, it's just relaxing, and you can take in all of this scenery. Wonderful. Anyway, let's talk about the bike. So the usual mirrors that you see on all of the Enfields, very much in keeping in the bike. Little bit of vibration in them, but all in all, decent view behind with a little bit of a view of my elbows. So all the display there, it's all very clear and easy to see. Currently just cruising along at a gentle 55 miles an hour. I have GPS checked these speedos. They're pretty accurate. They overread by a few miles an hour. So at this sort of 55 miles an hour, the engine's just chugging along nicely. Very relaxing. There's no vibrations at all. It's just a lovely kind of soft thump. If I open it up a little bit, there's plenty left. You know, 60-65 miles an hour cruising is very effortless. These will hold 65 to 70 miles an hour on the dual carriageways, no problem. So So we'll just try the brakes out, front and rear. Obviously we're running in and bedding in, but yeah, much as before, they are more than adequate for the job. So just opening it up again, just short shifting. Gearbox is obviously brand new, but it's very, very slick and positive. So what's the seat like? Because obviously that's the big change on this bike. Extremely comfortable. I've been on this bike for about an hour. It's very, very well padded, very plush. The suspension feels much the same as the classic. Very well damped, extremely comfortable, very compliant for all the bumps that we get here in the UK. Much, much softer rear end than the Hunter. All your indicators and your horn, all the controls, very easy to use. So the riding position pretty much dead upright, and my legs are straight down. I'd pretty much call it, so it's sort of like mid controls on this really. So we're just opening it up this hill again, just short shifting through the gearbox, slightly accelerating up this hill, holding 55 up this hill, no problem, approaching the 60 miles an hour mark. It's got a nice weight to it, 195 kilos, but it doesn't feel unduly heavy. Physically it's quite a small machine, it's just like a big 125 really, but it does feel really well weighted and well made. It's a very nice quality ride. Back brake's got a good bit of bite to it as well, but it's just the overall feel of the suspension, the lovely thump from that engine. It just makes a fantastic riding experience. Right, so here we are on a dual carriageway now, just taking it nice and steady, around about 55, 60. So relaxing. Yeah, there's a fair bit of power left. These things will pull up to about 75 miles an hour indicated, but just for nice, gentle, relaxing riding like this, they're absolutely fantastic. You could ride this all day long. Still, at this sort of speed, no vibrations at all. You can just sort of feel that little thump coming from the engine, but it is a wonderful engine. These are Royal Enfield 350s. So I'll just slow it down to a leisurely 55. Just open it up in top gear, then it'll pull nicely up to about 60, right up to about 75 miles an hour indicated. So there you are guys, you can see that the Enfield 350 range of bikes cruise very nicely, and they really are wonderful. More suited to country roads, but you could still do dual carriageways absolutely fine. I have done quite sustained motorway trips on them at an indicated sort of 70, and they're absolutely fine, no problems at all. Great stuff. Right, so what's the Bullet 350 like in town? Just going to be checking the fueling and the way it generally rides at low RPM. So we're just in third gear at the moment, just trickling along, just over 30 miles an hour. As always, very smooth. The throttle response is so mellow on these 350s, it's not snatchy in the slightest. Doesn't feel heavy at all around town. Nice and light clutch. Pulling away, the fueling is immaculate on these. There's no kind of nasty hunting or surging from that fuel injection. They've really got it right with these. Into third. Very manoeuvrable. Obviously it's nice upright bike, there's plenty of visibility. Steering all feels very precise and easy. Just going down the gearbox now, It's a new gearbox, but very, very easy to use and very slick. Into second. So the great thing with this engine is it's not powerful, but what you get then is more torque, so it pulls from low revs really well. It makes a really unhurried kind of riding. So I'm just gonna go up here to Poole Harbour and do a final thoughts and walk around. Right, we're down here at the beautiful, lovely Poole Harbour with Brownsea Island over there, sandbanks in the distance there, and we'll do a final thoughts just up here. Lovely, easily into neutral. Right, we'll just leave it running for that all important sound check for you. Wonderful. Decent side stand as always. Just leave the indicators running for you. So we've got standard bulbs all round in this. I have ridden these at night, and the lights are absolutely fine, no problems at all there. Wow, what a lovely ride as always on the 350 Enfields. So 195 kilos these are off the side stand. It's not too bad. We'll just try putting it onto the centre stand. Convenient little handle here, and no problem at all with putting it onto the centre stand. Oh, decent size, decent steering lock, so it's easy to push about. That's all good. There we are, guys. Oh, I've made it a bit dirty. So yeah, Royal Enfield have done it yet again with the 350 Bullet. Rides very much the same as the Classic, but just with a different look of the seat there. So nice build quality all round. You know, the welds on the tank here, the hand painted tank. Tyres are pretty decent on these, the Sayat tyres. Very nice compliant suspension, much softer than the Hunter, front and rear. Wonderful sound. The usual superbly torquey J350 engine. Very, very reliable. Incredibly economical, 90 to 100 to the gallon UK. Brakes are absolutely fine, more than adequate for this type of bike. This new seat is exceptionally comfortable and padded. Really, really happy with that. But as always, you know, with all the Enfields, you know, they're not expensive bikes, but you do get a lot of nice bike for your money. They are really absolutely great bikes. I can't fault them. I've ridden all of them now. I've put many hundreds of miles on all of the Enfield 350s, and they're great in my opinion. So guys, there you go. Please post your comments down below. Give me a like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you again in a week or so for another review. Take care guys, ride safe, and bye for now.